Hello everyone, how's everything? I'm really happy to see you today because this is our first webinar in 2021. And as usual, we'd like to greet you on behalf of our representatives like me, Eva Tatarova, and our...
me, Samad Samadov.
Yeah, I hope everything is okay and you're safe and you're healthy. And as you know, as usual, we provide you with different active learning opportunities for teachers across the globe. And let us introduce you to some of our events, upcoming events. So the first thing that I'd like you to know is that on the 28th of January, we're going to have a wonderful workshop, The Power of Montessori, which will be presented by our French teacher trainer from France, Miss Svetlana Beckerman. She's an active teacher and teacher trainer in Montessori method. So if you are interested in knowing more how to teach English to young learners using Montessori method, please come and join. You'll be more than happy because I'm pretty sure that it will be very productive. What is more, what I'd like to add in this case, I hope you do remember that Miss Svetlana delivered a webinar on the Montessori method in the ESL, EFL classrooms. And this webinar is free and it is still open, and you can always go and find this webinar on our YouTube channel and watch it just to get to know more about the Montessori method and what to expect from the workshop, because it will be run on Zoom. So it means that you'll be able to ask all these questions and you will be able to participate in lots of activities, as well as to get to know all the methods and principles about providing this Montessori method in our ESL, EFL classrooms. So the next thing that I'd like to mention today, this is actually the outline of the webinar, and you can always find it on our guide page, and you can find the link to the guide page exactly under this video. And another thing, by the way, we've just agreed on the next webinar, and anyway, I'm super excited to let you know that we can have a webinar, free webinar on the 28th of January as well. And this webinar is something special, and I do believe that you'll agree that for this moment so far, we are a bit exhausted of being Zoom teachers, or so-called robotic Zoom teachers. And this webinar will be devoted to our well-being, to our self-awareness. And I'm more than sure that it will be something very important for you. So the presenter is the ESOL teacher and teacher trainer, Pinar Sekman from Turkey. And as you can see, the description, the outline of the webinar, and it's really intriguing. So please come and join, and we'll send you all the links how to register for this webinar actually in 2 days. The next thing for you to know is the reason why we are here today, speaking as a skill for success. And to be honest, the first time when I get to know about this topic, I was again super excited about it, because I know what Mr. Rauf is gonna talking about, and I'm pretty sure that it will be very important for us to realize that when we are talking about speaking skill, it means that we are talking not only about accuracy and fluency, but also, and we'll be discussing it exactly during the webinar. So, Mr. Samad, would you like to add something?
So basically, as always, you said everything. The only thing that I can add to wish everybody a good time while watching this webinar, and I do hope that our first webinar, I mean, in 2021, is going to be pretty much useful for every teacher from all over the world. So again, welcome everybody, and all the best to all of us.
Okay, so let me introduce our speaker for today, our presenter, Mr. Rauf Pashabeyli from Azerbaijan. He is international teacher, TESOL certified, as well as he is a TED Talks Club leader and coach in Azerbaijan. So, Mr. Rauf, hello, how are you today?
Hello, hello. Thank you
Good
very much.
evening,
I'm
good
really
evening,
good.
Bilal.
So far, basically, we are going to cover up a lot of topics, a lot of interesting moments regarding the speaking skills and how actually we can be more productive and more sure in what we are doing. Very excited
Okay,
and
just
very
Mr. Rauf. I'd like to ask you just to let me know when I should add your screen to our screen. I mean, screen from your
okay.
computer. Just let me know, okay?
Sure. Talking about starting the presentation, let's start it out.
Um, yeah. So I wish you good luck. So I'm giving you a floor. Let's get started.
All the best.
Thank you very much. So, dear audience, dear participants in this webinar, today we're going to talk about very perspective topic, which is going to be about the speaking skills. We know that in 21st century, speaking skill is something that we can use in every situation. To be honest and to be precise in the facts, it has been from a long time, from a history. Speaking has been the key element that was provided us for everything that we have for now. It's very important to know the actually the reason and the power of our speech. So today in this webinar, we are going to count the speaking skill as a precise one. So let's get started this enlightenment. All right. So who am I? My name is Mr. Rauf Pashabeyli. I'm 23 years old, certified teacher, and at the same time best friend of teens. Not only teens, actually. So hobbies are teaching, music, programming, and gaming. Yes, I'm a fan of games. That's true. And characteristics of mine, I'm a public speaker, introverted one, and the one who wants to change the world. You see, there are a lot of contrasts. The only thing is, I'm really, really precise in this public. I really love public speaking itself. So why we are here? Let's understand what we're gonna get first to get the enlightenment, and why Mr. Rolf is here to lead you towards enlightenment. All right, so let's go through the objectives and let's understand what we're gonna go through today's webinar. So, well, number one, we're gonna tackle the most common problems regarding the public speaking. Sharing own ideas. This is very important. Like we're gonna have a lots of interact. By the way, my dear colleagues, I'm gonna use phone so that I can see what you're saying, what you're actually writing, so that we can actually be in interaction all together. Then we're gonna have group work. And my suggestions for you to use with students, we're gonna have activities that will provide to you so that you will use in your daily basis. Also, in the end, we'll definitely learn the introductory structure of speech. That will help you out to manage the situation whenever you go to the new classroom, new, for example, publicity, new places, wherever you are, it will be go through by the simple template that will lead you to be the best speaker ever. Here we go. Let's go from the first slide, which is going to be you can do this. Before we start, I want you to remind you, guys, we are all humans. You're the greatest problem solvers, and Mr. Rauf believes in you. So, let's go. Before we start, let's actually think about a moment or the time itself when, you know, you get a call from a head of a department, and it tells you this. Hey, Mr., Mrs., you need to substitute a teacher that went crazy in yesterday's kitchen show. Imagine that was stress in that kitchen show and she was in stress and she couldn't come up to the lesson. However, classes should be substituted. For this, you need to go to the class 5B. Topic is up to you to choose. Can't help with this, only can pray for you. Good luck. This is what tells you the boss. And you are absolutely got, in the situation where you cannot do, something that will help you out in the situation. But for this moment, you will be prepared. So look, what would you do? You have no materials. You have no motivation. You just made a coffee that can somehow bring you back to life because yesterday you slept at 4 because you were checking the lesson, you were checking the homework of the students. Life, right? And you have to do something now. Now, let's go to the comments. And I want you to choose the way out that you would like to use. So we have here, make a coffee to get back to life. That's what I use most of the time. Brainstorming the ideas for the new lesson and for the new classroom. You'll say like, okay, so I have 30 minutes before the class starts, and what can I give it to them? What can be something neutral? This is plan B. Plan C. Look up in your teacher treasure box. Pack before ideas. This is something like every teacher has and should have. This is something like in every situation you can come up to that treasure box and you can open up like PowerPoint presentation or lesson plan where you can say, oh, boss told me I have to do this. What should I choose? So this is the treasure box. D. Get motivation from thinking about salary. Come on, let's talk truth. Salary in actually in every job is kind of great motivation. So yeah, that's the case. I also sometimes think about it too. So it's the motivation. Why not? Anyways, find someone and blame your boss for not managing in advance. Sometimes it helps to people like, that boss is the awful manager. Oh my god, how it could be like it even didn't actually talk me about. So, and the last one gonna be your idea, like what you're gonna go through this. So please write in the comments below what you're gonna use in this situation. Let me choose, and I'll tell you what I use in this case. Well, number one, A, make a coffee to get back to life. That's definitely one thing. That's a game changer. Next, yes, I will tell the truth. I have the teacher treasure box, and I'm going back and checking out what I can have for these situations. And also, if I have a bad mood, I'm like, so when's gonna be the salary time? Let's see. Okay, so 23 days before that. So please write in the comment below so that I can see what your answers are. Yes. Okay, so I think C. So look up in your text. Great, good one. Thank you very much, Maria. Uh, Eva, I would definitely go for A. Make a coffee to get back to life. Life based. Olga Bond, hello. Yeah, coffee first, then kindness. Great one. Great one. I think B is the best approach. Absolutely right. Uh, Hello from Georgia. Coffee plus teacher box. Exactly. Very good one. A, then C. Coffee and teacher box. I'll combine all these things. Wow, that's cool, Mustafa. That's really nice one. Really cool. So you may add, guys, your own ideas. Like it's up to you to use too. Like to get more, let's say, out of the box in this case. But this is what everything does in common way. Me, other teachers, like A, B, C, D, E. It's standard way of coming out. Except E, of course, sometimes. All right, so let's go next. Now we have the situation where we all people we can make mistakes, and it is not okay to think like, oh my god, I did a mistake. What people would think about me? I'm so bad. My hands are shaking, cold, and you're gonna already lose your mind. It's not okay. Come on, we are all humans. We can make mistake. It's part of learning and part of being professional, right? So imagine this situation. You have made a mistake while covering a teacher. And the topic was present simple. Simple as that, right? And for example, you said instead of, let's say, he goes for a walk every day, you said he goes, or something like this. And not even possible, like go, not went, but it's a gold, for example. And everyone starts laughing in this case. And there are a lot of ways out how you can come out. I would like you guys to think about this, what you will do in this situation of not looking too awkward, but at the same time, not losing your authority. Because, some teachers think like, if I have a mistake, if I did a mistake, it means that I will lose my authority in the classroom. How students will look at me and see I'm a real good student, teacher, who can actually provide them lesson if I myself do mistakes, make mistakes, and that's case what we should do. So please write in the chat what would you do in this situation. Okay, without thinking about salary, you cannot buy a Thank you very much, Iman. Really good answer. Yeah, the salary, the coffee are game changers. That's absolutely right. So please write in the comment below. So what would you do in this situation if you, for example, made a mistake and you're like, oops, like, uh, what will you do in this situation? In my case, what I'm doing when I have, like, for example, when I make a mistake, okay, let's say I said goat, or let's say I said, I know, I does something. No problem. I can say like, I was checking you. You're a guy smart once. Why not? Drama is everywhere. Why not to use the drama in your lessons? It's absolutely crucial one also. All right. So next one, how you can actually come out of the situation is you can say like, hmm, wow, that's interesting situation. I didn't even notice this. Oh my God, you guys are cool. Nice. Thank you that you actually remind me that. Why not? It's cool. Okay, let's go next. Let's see. I would just correct my mistake. It's okay. Why not? It's a very good one. Of course, changing your mistake is it's a crucial one. Like you cannot say like, "Hey guys, look, it's my mistake. You like it? Yes, you like it. Haha, this is my mistake." Of course, like you have to change it. You have to correct it. So, just same, I'm human as you are. It's okay to make mistakes. Exactly. And you should understand. All should understand that making mistake is part of the lesson. I will tell them that I made a mistake to test you. Yes, Mustafa, that's my also strategy. I'm using that. Cool. All right, next one. Anyone who have made a mistake has never learned anything new. I would just learn from my mistake and try not to repeat again. Great, absolutely cool. Say sorry and go on, or just say that I made them on purpose. Check them. Yes, that's also cool one. I tell my students that making mistakes is only human. It happens to everyone. Yeah, that's right, Martha. Sometimes I tell them I don't know something that I checked something. That's cool. That's also a nice strategy also. So guys, you see, coming out from these situations are really cool ways how you can manage it. Let's go next and let's check it out. So what I want to actually do now also, what would you do in such a situation? Also, write one idea of yours and choose idea among other participants that you like the most. So what I want you to do now, in this case, is just look up in the other comments and ideas and think which you like the most and highlight it too. So for example, I liked all your ideas, just precious one. For example, I really like that one, which is gonna be about I will just correct my mistake, it's okay. That's really nice one. Pretty laconic, pretty cool. I tell them it's a that's nice one. That's really nice. Yeah. Telling them that it's a prank is nowadays the way out too. I really like this. I will tell them that I made a mistake to test. Yes, Mustafa, that's really a good one. That's absolutely. So please highlight the idea that you really liked beforehand, and let's actually discuss. So type in the chat the idea that you liked the most, because situations can be like, for example, you have one idea and someone else brings you up a new ideas. You're like, oh my god, that's something I can think about. Like, why not to use this? All right. So while you're writing this, I will go up to next situation where we're gonna have this sharing idea, where we as teacher students need these public skills. So how do you think, guys? Where we as teachers or like students need these public speaking skills? Rather than just saying public speaking, I would say like just speaking skill at itself, you know? Because speaking skill is the core of every, let's say, aspect in our life. This is covers even the public speaking, of course, definitely. It covers up the psychology, like psychology of mind, the psychology of approach, psychology of the way how you, let's say, uh, interpreted the lesson, or the psychology of the way how you understand it. Let's say speaking is the core base of the let it be persuasive art, as people say. Like you are the one who changes the mindset of someone else by this speaking skill. That's the very important. I like Marta's idea. Thanks for sharing. Yes, Marta's idea really cool one. I really like it. Really nice one. Thank you, Marta. Really good job. Actually, really good job for everyone. I liked all your ideas. So right now, I want you to type in the chat your idea where we as teachers, students, need these public speaking skills. Can you please type in the chat where do you think it can be important? Where do we need it actually? Do we need even speaking? Or we could even just be like numb and not speaking at all, like hi, hello, that's it. Like it could be that way, but as you say, it's not effective. So please write in the chat your ideas where we as teachers and students need these public speaking skills. Just comment in the chat and I'll check your answers. Okay. So I like Mustafa's ideas. Thanks for sharing. Yes, Mustafa, also nice ideas. I really like this. Cool. Okay. We need them to sound confident. Yes, confidence. That's absolutely cool. Cool remark. Thank you very much, Nigar. Thank you very much, Tatiana. Thank you very much, Mustafa. Sabina Abdullaeva. I can't even express the way. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, my dearest. Okay, so these speaking skills are really important in our life base. So that's why please comment below your idea where we as teachers and students can see them. Thank you very much, Sabina Abdullaeva. Yeah, those struggling with First of all, we need these public speaking skills for motivate. Yes, motivation is really important. Like some people will not be able to have this motivation, and we are the speaking, you can persuade them. Yes, you can do this. You're the best one. You're the one who can change the world. You can, and the one sad teacher like sits like this. Oh my God, I have a new classroom. Oh my God, I cannot do this. And you see by the way how he or she closes herself or himself, and be like, I cannot do this. Oh my God, what they will think about me. Oh my God, I'm so excited. No, what you can do in this case, coming up to the teacher, student, saying like, hey, you can do this. Everything is up to you. You are the one who will definitely win this challenge. You're the one who can definitely go through this. Motivation is something that plays a very, very crucial role in this. First of all, we need this public speaking skill for motivating others. Yes, Elvira, thank you very much. Iman, for building strong personality, yes. You need, thank you very much, Iman. You need speaking skills to put across your thoughts. Some people have great ideas. Very good idea. Thank you very much, Jahan. Very, very good idea. Yes, I have seen a lot of people, like, they are like very potential one. They are like, those who seem to be like very, very enthusiastic. They can do like by what their ideas are, they change the world, but unfortunately they cannot express in the way how they wanted to. For example, I have one friend in my case, and he has really good ideas, but unfortunately he cannot express it in that way so that people can understand. I can somehow understand him because I've been friends with him for 3 years, but in reality, when he comes up to another people and he wants to approach and he wants to tell them like, guys, I have an idea, this is my idea, and people like, what? Can you please repeat that? I can't even understand. In that case, he has to, in this way, he has to make a structure of the plan of this idea, and that's it. It will play the very good way out, especially high schools. Yeah. It's always public speaking because basically the lesson with younger students, remember. Yes, the theater. If you cannot grab that, very good. That's correct. That's absolutely right. This is the way. For example, teaching itself is playing an actor or actress role. You are in the theater. You are the owner of the stage, and you can do it. As a teacher, student must have faith in me, and public speaking skill help us to raise faith in students' mind. Yes, like they will see. For example, how it happens. Imagine your classroom. You're coming out with your booming motivation. You're like, "Hey guys, so we are gonna start the lesson right now, and here we go." So students will feel like, "Wow, teacher is so confident. Wow, that is cool." Of course, they will prefer this teacher instead of this. Hi there. All right, students, open up page number 6, and now please look up in the exercise 7. Yeah, you read it. They will like, come on, again, one of the boring lessons. So they will not like it. They will like more active, more, let's say, positive ones, the more energetic ones, the one who has this kind of reflection of their own potential. So this is very important. All right, your idea is really good, guys. Thank you very much. Amazing work. So let's go next one. The new situation. So I call it speech therapy of situation. So you were teaching a student speaking skill. One day, he or she came in tears, and you understood that he or she failed presentation. Now, what I want you to do, just think about how would you keep the motivation in learning speaking skill and keep on working their public speaking skills. So right now, imagine the situation you were teaching a student like, hey, you have to this in this situation, in this moment of, for example, public speaking, you have to do this. Your body language should be like that. Your speech itself should be look like this. Audience should feel your confidence. Well, viewers, for example, they can feel the way that you're not shy. You are open to any kind of questions. And the student says, yes, teacher, yes, I noted down. Yes, thank you. Very good. And you see the progress. It works out perfectly, like one to one in the classroom. It works amazing. They have come for the presentation. This student comes out, and this student like blocks. That's it. He or she cannot say anything in this situation. And you're like, oh my God, I was teaching this student like speaking, and now he or she failed, for example. And you not think about yourself. No, you think about the student, like how student will feel himself or herself in this case. Like how this is very thin line of losing the motivation in this case. Like again, we are drawing back to mistake. We have to understand. We have to make students understand that making mistakes is a part of a learning. Is a part of a progress. So I want you to note down how you would actually keep the motivation in this situation. Okay, let's go. hmm It sometimes happens during exam. Yes, absolutely right. Um, Sabina Abdullaeva. First of all, neglect the emotions, don't tremble. Use a soft manner and tone of voice and create a cozy atmosphere of friendship when the student will share the problem himself. That's really good one. That's right. The student shouldn't feel himself or herself in the situation as if he or she should be scolded or should be punished for that fail. No, it's absolutely not the right approach. The right approach, as Miss Sabina said, thank you very much again, that you have to create a situation of that you may see that feeling of comfortable. Okay. I would motivate with saying we shouldn't think about today's failure. We should think about tomorrow's success. Exactly. All right. Brilliant ideas. Really good one. Okay. I like your ideas, guys. Really cool one. Let's move on. So now the next situation. Staff report session. I know you definitely know this situation. Principal asks you to speak about your progress. So imagine, don't look at the text now, just listen. Imagine the situation. Uh, boss calls you out and says, hey, for example, Jax, or let's say Nate, please join the meeting now. You'll be the one who is going to speak for the progress that were done during this year. And it's time for you to talk about this. What will be the way of your explanation? And will you use graphs or you'll provide lesson plans? How will it show students progress in this case? Because it's some kind of sometimes it can get stressful when you see like principal asks you this question and principal wants you to give the proof of your teaching, and this situation can be a little bit stressful. So how would you handle this situation? Write in the comments below and let me see. Okay. Public speaking fear was partially overcome as a result of online talks. Exactly, Tomar. That's right. Mistakes help us learn and grow. Very good note, Pinar. Very good note. Mustafa. I will tell Kim her that never have to forget, find where is lacking. Yes. Very good note, Kemal. Very nice one. Giving another chance to present making this meeting in my office. So, yes, that's right. About the obstacles, about the previous slide, that's right. So, guys, please write your own ideas about this situation which we face now. Imagine the staff report session. Principal asks you to speak about your progress. What will be the way of your explanation? Graphs, lesson plans, students progress. In my case, I show everything. Like, okay, let's bring up the show. And how it happens. I take out all the graphs as a result. Like this student, for example, did this and did that and that and that. Lesson plans. We had this lesson plan. We found that the student make more progress rather than that lesson plan. In the comparison, and you can see that lesson plans of yours are working perfectly. And how will you show the students progress? You can develop, let's say, that marking scheme that will help out to show the workout of your exact product of work in this case. So, results of tests will show. Elvira says, thank you very much. Really good answer. That's the one of the crucial one actually. Talk about specific areas. Okay, that's right, Swarpa. That's absolutely right. Specific areas and show difference when I start and where I'm. Very good one. Yes, you should say as in evidence. Look, I was in this situation. The progress was in that way. Now I'm using another strategy, and this is the progress as you see here. Very good. Good remark. Tell everything in details. Yes, that's the way. Lesson plans, graphs, and all the other, let's say, test materials that you use. I'll show everything and also bring some good students as a good evidence. All right, very good, Mustafa. Pre-project and post-project with results. Nice, really good one. The project itself is a reflection of your teaching. For the principal, you have to be laconic and tangible. Filter out the information. The thing they need is a raw score and progress chart. Share the plan using PPT and vivid manner. Yes, Sabina Bulaev, that's absolutely right. That's great to anticipate such situation or to be ready for different ways out. Have a backup plan, you will be ready to pick up exact and reach the most appropriate. Yes, that's right. So that's why we are covering up this, tackling these tangible moments that you can be ready for everything in every situation. That's why these situations are really important to know them. Extra details will cause the failure. Results are above everything. Yes, Mr. Millen, that's absolutely great idea. All right, let's move on to the next one. So now the next situation is parents meeting. I know. Some of you can handle parents meeting greatly. In my case, for example, sometimes I hear my colleagues are saying like, "Oh my God, it's parents meeting," and to be honest, sometimes parents can be in a how to say in a very very good way. They can be just sharks that are ready to eat you for any failure that you show. So, in this moment, you have to be very diplomatic. You have to be very, very accurate in this momentum. So, time has come for a parents' meeting. In your class, there are some students that got low score in A-level tests. I know that you know what does mean A-level test. It's a very important test in their career, and it's something like academical test, Pearson-based mostly, and they have to see where's the fail. But you should say it in that way so that they can understand that, okay, my student failed, but we have to work on this. Not in this, because some parents, they are like, my student is amazing. You teacher is the worst. You are the best. You're nothing. You cannot teach. Believe me, I've seen the situations several times. In this situation, you should just calm down, showing the result of your student, and you have to persuade the parent in this case that I'm giving my all best, but I cannot say for sure that the 100% is based on teacher. No, it's divided. It's divided for sure. It's like 70 30%, like 70% on teacher, okay, but 30% also on the student. To be more precise, it's 50-50, because students should devote the time, should dedicate himself or herself towards this lesson, should and do this. Let's go next. So please write down your momentum. Okay. Prepare customized individual lesson plan, learning plans and design timeline to make our goals realistic. Very good. So that's very nice one. Sabina. First of all, listen to them without excessive emotion. Let them express themselves. Smile. Secondly, highlight the achievement of their child. Exactly. That's correct. So, thank you very much for your ideas, guys. Really nice one. Now, next situation. 30 minutes left before talent show. You're in your school. There are a lot of talent show that approach. So, hurry up. Now you're the host of the show, boss says. You were not actually ready for this, and Boom, situation. Boss calls you, says like, hey, 30 minutes left for the talent show start. Hurry up. Now you're the host of the show. That's it. You don't even know what's happening. You don't even know where you should go. And you just heard this amazing news. And well, let's take initiative and rock it out. Please write in the comment, how would you tackle this situation? How would you act in this situation? Like in the 30 minutes, you're gonna have the show that you have to host. What will you do? Well, write in the comment and let me see. All right. Secondly, in a very simple and understandable manner, highlight the drawbacks and offer the solution. Yes, that's very nice regarding the parents meeting. That's absolutely a great one. Okay. Talk about their strengths, areas, and improvements, and then steps that have achieved progress. Nice one, Swarb. That's nice one. Okay, so guys, please write down in the comments this situation, like 30 minutes before the talent show start. Hurry up! Now you're the host of the show. What will you do? Actually, I had the situation where I had to lead this talent show, not particular talent show, but it was mostly about like student show, where they had to actually, show their progress, show their, let's say, skills of thinking, on their smartness, and I didn't know even some names of students, and I was like, how was your name? How it's translated? How it's translated? Oh yeah, you. And basically, that was really, really tough. But improvisation, in my case, plays much bigger role. So write down in the comments below, what would you do in this situation? Great. Greet, welcome, invite someone from the crowd to share their ideas and expectations. Wow, great idea, Swarupa. Great idea. Thank you. Hmm. So, Mustafa, I will greet everyone and introduce myself. Then, in the meantime, I will see the poster of the program, gather some information. Then, yeah, that's a really nice one. That's a really good idea. So, that's absolutely great. Let's go next. Good. So, talking about hosting a show, have you ever tried yourself in a webinar? Please write about your experience and share your ideas without this. Can you please write in the comments below about your experience and how did you feel in this case? Hosting a show is not that easy, I understand, and at the same time, it's something that where you can show yourself. So please write down in the comments below, like, have you ever tried yourself being a host or the webinar leader? So in this situation, act like singer. When he or she forgot the words, turn mic to the audience and say, "Oh my God, that's really nice one, Yura. That's very cool. Thank you, thank you." Mm-hmm. Um. All right. Very good. Very good. Improvise. Yes, improvisation. That's really nice one with the public speaking tips. Okay. Thank you very much, my man. Razimbiak, very good. Guys, please write down in the comments below what would you do in this situation, or can you please explain your experience in this case of hosting a show and trying yourself in a webinar? Please write down it in the chat. Okay, improvisation, it's really key point. That's right. That's right. All right. While you're sharing your ideas, let's go to next point where we are going to discuss this situation. Hey, I'm so happy for your promotion. Imagine you just hear this. Hey, I'm so happy for your promotion. However, it's sad to see your students fail in presenting their projects. Since you're the great in project-based teaching, says colleague. Like imagine you're just sitting, you're working on a computer, and you're like, okay, my students are best one. They're gonna present their project that we did all together, and boom, situation. Someone comes out and say like, oh my God, your students failed it. Your students failed that project. But you're the great actually project-based teacher. So how actually you again gonna keep the motivation so that you can actually make students to be more active in this case. So look, in this case, like student that was failing that situation is not willing to see us because of that fail. He's angry not because of us, not because of our teaching, but because of him. He thinks again in this situation like mistake. He did a very big mistake and that's bad. So please write in the chat below on how you would manage this situation, because this is very important. And again, very tangible rope of this, where you can either lose motivation of student, either you can enhance it towards the learning process. I actually felt more confident before people who are strangers to me. That's correct. Thank you very much, Kana. Looking for the activities. Okay, yes, we're gonna go through these activities definitely, days. All right. So, talking about activities. Activities that will boost students' interest in public speaking practice. We're gonna start it right now. After this, students will be more or less interested in the way how they can approach the public speaking moment. Pretty simple. Stretching. Simple but effective. Students, they sit all the time like this. Oh my god, again this lesson. Now let's try it out again. In my online lessons, what I'm doing first, like when I see this sleepy face, like, hello, Mr. Rauf, or how they call me Mr. Paradise. Like the first thing what we do, like, guys, stop, start stretching, and they're like, okay, yes, that works somehow. Stretching is very crucial. It's really something that wakes up person, right? Next, the counting warm-up. Well, the counting warm-up is more like a technique that is used by musicians. You can have the students count numbers with lowering or rising tone, as 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're just playing with the tones, you know? It should be like, or beatboxing. Anyways, something that you can show them that they can use their pronunciation, they can use their, you know, not monotonous way of speaking. Like, hello, my name is Mr. Ralph, and I'm today showing what's gonna be about. All right, this is the public speaking course itself, and speaking. No, you see, I cannot speak in this way. It's something like uncomfortable for myself. I'm using the, let's say, more like the pronunciation volume, where I can highlight special moments that will help you as a speaker. So up to the scale and count backward, coming back down. So as you already understood, this is something that you'd like rising the tone, lowering the tone. They will be already like more interested in this. Next, what you can use in your lessons that will actually interest them in public speaking is gush about something students don't love. That's a really interesting idea, and that's the thing that you will like definitely. Ask your students to create a list of things they're indifferent about, and they don't have to practice speaking about them enthusiastically. They have to say, okay, telephone, let's say. For example, the one who hates telephone. Telephone. I hate you. So, this is the telephone. This is the thing that we use in our daily life. The telephone itself is something that came out from the history and gave us lots of ways out. So, this is the way how they have to speak. They have to speak about something they feel like weird and they feel like strange. Books, for example, or they don't like, in the manner of the way how they can unlock it. So, highlight the importance of the way how they use their voice, emphasis, and body language to make it seem like most exciting thing in the universe. But I'm not saying that they should dance the dubstep. They shouldn't dance the dubstep. No. Basically, highlighting important moments. Next idea for you is gonna be makeup definition. Well, making up definition is really easy, simple, and amazing. So, what you have to do, provide your students with an unknown word and have them make up a definition. They should present their ideas with authority, you know? You should say, okay, the word, for example, encyclopedia. How do you think? Well, of course, they all know. I mean, just generally, let's make an example. What do you think? What does it mean? Like, what are your ideas about? And what's your idea? What's your idea? They will definitely like it and they will feel like, interesting. That word, it comes along with this definition. Is it right or not? Let's see. Next, pay attention how they can use their voice and intonation to have more command and seem more authority. So, in this case, their, let's say, presentation, their way to show is more important than the content, because this is public speaking way. It's public speaking, let's say, exercise. We are trying to, let's say, opening their mind that public speaking is good. Public speaking is not that scary. So this is something that you can use in your classroom. Next one, connect the dots. Okay, this one is really interesting too. So prepare a collection of word cards, each with a familiar noun on it. They could be names of famous people, common objects, colors, animals, etc. The number of cards depends on the number of students. For example, let's say spider, sun, hat, uh, undoubt, laptop, fork, blanket, Billie Eilish, why not? And the player picks the two cards and then must immediately begin talking about it. They have to speak a story, they have to tell a story, and connect both words together convincingly. The story needn't be too long. 1 or 2 minutes is absolutely enough. And when your classroom is already feels okay with this, let's say, all right, that's true, it's easy. Add some more, and you'll see it will be more and more challenging and more fun. Next one. Where did that name come from? That's also good actual activity that you can use in your classroom. Pick an item in your classroom or prepare it in advance. Let it be like stapler or story that has God's name. They have your students to prepare their stories. Like, hey, this is a stapler. Create a story about that. They shouldn't be accurate with the facts. No, they should be accurate in presenting them. You have to highlight that, how they can make up something. Critical thinking is important in that moment. The main aim is to get them in the habit of finding and develop interesting stories from anything. This is called improvising. This is called how you can actually improvise in any situation. Like, okay, I have to talk about phones. So phones, what's it? I have to talk about history. I have to talk about the advantages of it. I can talk about daily usage, the way where we actually use it in every day. So this is very important and very, very crucial for them to develop critical thinking and instant brainstorming. Let's go next. Before starting any speech, use 10 seconds rule to impress. Well, 10 seconds are the most important in any, let's say, situation. Like, let it be, for example, first impression on you. Like, boss, for example, comes out and he didn't see you in time, and it's the first moment that he saw you. He comes along and he looks at you how you're coming in. So, first 10 seconds are referred to the way how you actually introduce yourself, the way how you present yourself, the way how you actually show yourself on the body language, and the way how you feel yourself, confident or not. So, again, imagine the situation. You're the boss, you didn't see me at all, and you see like Mr. Rauf Pashabeyli. Okay, let's see. Mr. Rauf, come in. I'm opening the door. Hello, Mr. Jax. So my name is Mr. Rauf, and yeah, I'm the teacher on the 5S. So how can I help you? Boss will see like, okay, this teacher is absolutely not confident one. Anyways, well, then another moment. Okay, we have here Mr. Rauf Pashabeyli. Cool. And what happens? What Mr. Rauf does? But of course, knocking the door is important. Okay, Mr. Jax, call me. Here I am. Yes, please. How can I help you? Very good. This is the way how you can actually interact. Not being too, let's say, close. Not being too, let's say, um, introverted. Even though if you're introverted in that situation of adrenaline, you can be extrovert. Absolutely. So, 10 seconds are most important one. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about self-introduction stages. So before you start any speech, you're gonna have talk about yourself. Like first and foremost, important aspect is self-introduction. So what's it? What is it like? Why do we need it even? Well, self-introduction is a speech where you are introducing yourself to your audience. Let it be students, new students, colleagues, or even new friends. Everything starts off self-introduction. That's very important. What should it contain in this case? Self-introduction, or how we can call it self-intro, should include stages and forms of introducing yourself. So look, in these stages, you're talking about yourself from all perspectives. Next, you're going to see simple and brief self-introduction stages, which I'm going to describe right now. So what should be given to your audience? Here, as you see, given the standard template of self-introduction. We're gonna come up to some aspects of them. Well, greeting, name, background, free time. You can say school, like where you teach, free time, goals, closing. Let's start from the greeting. The starting point. Like you cannot say like, my name is Mr. Rauf and I'm here to teach you guys. The teacher's like, what? No, it's not the way how you can do this. Greeting. Hello, classroom. Hello, guys. What's up? Everything fine? Okay, let's start teaching process. My name is Mr. Rauf. That's way better. So the starting point, the moment when you have just entered the new class, new group, or just new not familiar place where you see people and you're like okay, let's say not classroom, even let's say group outside, let's say volunteering program. Like they introducing themselves like, hello, my name is hello, my name is hello, and you're like, my name is like this, and I'm here for showing my skills. And you're like, without greeting, it feels weird. How should greeting look like? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, hello. Pretty simple, pretty standard. You can use it in your daily basis. We already use it definitely. Name. So audience should know who the leader is. And before the start of amazing speech or activity, audience should name the main of the hero. For example, you can say like, hello, today we're gonna go through this and you're gonna have this, and people at the end, who was this? How can I search for him? How can I know who is this? So always keep your name. Your name is something very important. So how you can actually do this? As a short examples. My name is, I am, my name is, but you can call me this. In my case, I use it in this situation. My name is Mr. Al, but you can call me like Mr. Paradise. I don't know where did it come from, but still, this is my nickname. Or like Spooky Ambassador. Anyways, the background. So, how you even came here? That's very important. Like, audience will think, who is this person? And how did even come here? So, those who listen to you, they need to be hooked up by you. Your background. Make it special, make it professional. Let's go. So, example of this. Share your professional background example. Like, I've been teaching ICT for 5 years straightforward, or I've been teaching English for 6 years straightforward. And this is one of my, let's say, important aspects. And second, share teaching preferences. Like, I prefer to use more group work. I love to use this idea. I love to use this way. Like, this is the way how students can understand, like, okay, what we are going to be ready for. Because in my case, for example, what I like to do in my classrooms, I love to uh, sharing idea how I'm gonna interact with them. Will I share them with them the group work? Will I share with them activity? Will I share them individual work? They should know beforehand. It shouldn't be a surprise because they should, teens, children, any kind of student, they should mentally get ready for the moment that will come up to this. Because in the classroom, not everyone is the same. In the classroom, everyone is absolutely different. And someone loves the group work, someone hates the group work, and the one who hates the group work will see like in a second, like, hey, you're gonna have the group work. He will like, God, I hate it. And like I had the situation, believe me, and it works really bad in the situation. That's why you have to stay beforehand so that student can get ready. Says like, okay, we're gonna have the group work. Well, whatever, we'll handle it. So somehow this person already gets ready in this case. Okay, so let's go next one. Free time. Well, audience will ask, do we have something in common with this teacher or with this presenter, with this leader? Nothing makes company to feel better and warm than having things in common. Your listeners are your friends. Don't be afraid to open up. Like, hey, I like to do in this free time this. For example, what I'm doing, this is a crucial thing that and really helps me a lot in my classroom basis. Look, after greeting, after background, after preferences, what I'm doing next, I'm talking about my free time, especially with those who don't know me. It will be weird if I every time say about my free time, right? So those who don't know me, they see like the free time itself. So I'm saying, guys, I like actually gaming. Do you like games? Yes, yes. And they're like crazy. Teacher likes games. I'm saying Among Us, Roblox, or PUBG, and they're like, teacher likes games. And believe me, it literally works like this. And yes, free time, common things is most important. So how you can do this? My hobby is I like in my free time I enjoy this. I would say like, hey guys, I'm a YouTuber. I have reality. I'm a YouTuber. I have this channel, Spooky Ambassador, where you can find me. I'm playing games there, and teachers and students like, teacher is beatboxer, the YouTuber, gamer. Wow, and believe it works. So find something that will make it something in common. Goals. Sorry, but what's your end goal for this? Well, after games, after lots of these interactions, after they find out, yes, we got lots of things in common. But teacher, what's your end goal for this? You're gonna have to like explain that you're not the one who just steps in your own place. You're the one who wants to get more professional. You're the one who wants to get more, let's say, positively interacted. So every human, more or less, has any kind of a goal, right? Let it be short term or long term. Why not to share it? Like being friends, it's okay. Like in my case, when I say, all right, my end goal itself is something that I can get along with my, let's say, certificates regarding the ICT, because I want to be in my future the IT developer that can handle lots of, let's say, communicative problems. Or in my case, I can see that my end goal is to enhance my speech and to be more, let's say, in public speaking, let's say, practices and share ideas that can help people to use it in their daily lives. So goals is very important. So how you use them? I want to, someday I hope to, I would like to, and my dream is to. In my case, my dream is to change the world to the good perspective. Okay. So for now, let me check in the chat what you have written so far. The better is to write name on whiteboard. Yes, the whiteboard, as you see sometimes, Mr. Rauf. So I'm using this also. Um, First, I will greet and share an interesting story about my name. Then I will tell my name and my background. Great idea. Very nice one, Mustafa. Play hangman with clues to spell teacher's name. Good idea. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Tamar. Great. For online classes, just share a page on the screen. No worries. Exactly. That's right, Pinar. That's absolutely right. So, and your ideas are really cool. Now, when you started and when you already gave, let's say, the body of introduction, time to finish up, time to close it. Each moment of speech has its own starting point and the ending point. Here we come in this moment. You cannot do it like this. Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about this, and people like wait 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and they will leave the classroom and you still speak. And today we're still talking about this, and I'm not done with what I'm talking about. And still, some of them will be like, uh, because they will be already fed up, you know. Next, the way how you can handle it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for attention. Most used one. Thank you for attention. Now, it's time for practice. What I want you to do in the comments below is you will need to write in comments simple and brief self-introduction. Where, number one, you greet. Number two, you tell your name. Number three, you talk about your background. Number four, you talk about your free time. Number five, you talk about your goals. And six, of course, you close up introduction. Like, this is the way how you can actually use today's tips and tricks that will help you out to use this template in new classroom, in new, let's say, surrounding, in a place where you are already ready to speak about yourself. This is very important. So please write down in the comments below your greet point, your name, your background, your free time, goals, and closing up the introduction. So, can you please write it down and I'll definitely check it out. Okay. Have secret friends of ours. That's nice. Yeah. SR teaching brings people all here. Professional teachers. Every star has beginning. This is mine. Nice. Nice one. Nice one. In this case, I have to use less is one more principle. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. That's a very nice one. So, guys, please write down your ideas, your way out, how you can actually, and we'll basically sum it up right now. Let's sum it up. So, do you think speaking skill is only about accuracy and fluency? While you're actually writing this, I want you to think about the idea of speaking skill isn't only the accuracy, like you should be always the accurate speaker and the fluent speaker. Is it the only thing that matters, or also the content matters, or also the structure matters, also the way how you introduce it or present it, or the body language? So let's think about it, and I give you guys time to write it up also in the comment below and tell me your idea about this question. Do you think speaking skill is only about accuracy and fluency? Please write it down in the comments below so that I can check it out and we will basically see your ideas. All right? Because some people really think like speaking skill is something that can be referred only by two skills like accuracy and fluency. That's not the only thing that is important in speaking, you know. There are lots of aspects, and I definitely sure that you can handle some of them. You can provide them in the chat below. So please write them in the chat, and I'll definitely watch them out. Okay. So another actor. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice. Okay. So thank you very much. Very nice. Uh, It's also the strategy of knowing where, how, and when to make use of it. Yes, Pinar, very good comment. That's really important. You have to know where you have to introduce yourself. Because let's say in some cultural, let's say, aspects, some, let's say, aspects like where the elders speak, you cannot speak. That's something that is very common, right? And imagine elders are speaking and they have to lead you to speak in this case, and you're like, hey, by the way, I don't care who are you there, yeah, my name is, and the elders like, that's strange, you know. I think it's about how we use it. Come on. Yes, the usage of accuracy and fluency is very, very important. Yeah, that's very nice. Hey all, this is your EG English jockey, Svarupa, a teacher by choice. I enjoy working with little kids and take pride in seeing them get comfortable with spoken. Nice, nice one. Thank you very much, Svarupa. That's really cool. Of course not. Speaking skill is a combination of various skills. For example, the capacity to adapt challenging conditions, the ability to get rid of anxiety, rich vocabulary, and so on. It's very complex. Very good, Sabina Abdullaeva. That's very nice. Hello, my name is Tamar Dalid. I'm sorry, I hope that I pronounced it right. I'm a ESP researcher, university professor. I start teaching and learning in Algeria, Georgia. Very good, very good. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here. I love socializing, shopping now, traveling virtually, meeting new people. My goal is to motivate young generation to lead them better learning of AFI video call. Very nice one. Thank you very much, Tamar. Thank you very much. No, I agree that being accurate and fluent is important, but the speaker should be able to effectively engage with the audience. Absolutely right. Exactly. This is the main and crucial point. Engaging and interaction with audience is very important, very crucial. And sometimes it's important to know when to stop and keep silent. Yes, pausing is very important. That's absolutely correct. I'm a firm believer that practice makes perfect, and we can learn and practice in language in a lot of ways, books and closed classroom. Thank you very much, Swarupa. Really good comment. It's also by transmitting some social sides. Yes, that's right. That's absolutely. With a speaking skill, you can actually make transparent everything, every situation that you would like to be transparent. So I'm really happy to see all your comments. I'm really happy to see your all interactions, and I really hope that you took a lot of this from this webinar. Um, I'm really thankful to Ms. Eva and to Mr. Samad for this webinar organization. Now, I would like to say thank you for your attention. You have done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, I'm here. You can stop sharing the screen.
Okay. One moment. There we go.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the webinar. And yes, actually, I've written down several ideas of yours, and I do like all those activities you presented today. And yeah, I do hope that our participants picked something for themselves. Actually, for me, what I liked a lot, can I give you that feedback?
Sure, please.
I do like the activity about talking about something students don't love. It means they're not so passionate about. If you remember, as usual, we always try to personalize everything, just to engage our students. But not always our life consists of those precious moments. So sometimes they actually have to discuss some topics that are not really interesting. But anyway, if you organize it in such a game, like he'll be able to present something that he doesn't like at all in that interesting way. Yeah, that sounds great. So this way you can motivate them to talk about something that is not so much interesting. And I like connect the dots ideas. Actually, what I see here, you can always differentiate because, as you said, we can use lots of cards with different nouns, and we can include some kind of celebrities. And after practicing with two cards and creating just short sentences, I even tried to do that. I wrote an elephant, a book, and a bus, like 3 cards, 3 words. How could I connect all those 3 words? It's a great way to think outside the box, not just being stuck to the curriculum or to our textbooks, students' books. Yeah, thank you very much. And I think that it's a great way to scaffold with the cards. I mean, you provide them with 2 cards and then with 3 and 4. And this way you scaffold and you can give them the chance just to develop that speaking skill and also to sound more confident this way. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's okay to play in a group. I mean, if they play like one group against another group. What do you think? What do you suggest that? For them to create, not to create the sorry for interrupting, not to create the story or those sentences on spot, but just to take some time and to create this story together, like brainstorming, having some ideas, and then to nominate someone to present the story using 3-4 cards from that non-theme bag. What do you think?
That's actually really, really good idea itself, and that's what actually I use in my classes. So like, as it said, like one head is good, but 2 are better. You know, like group work makes it even more or less, let's say, more interactive, more, let's say, fulfilled with ideas. Individual work is also good, but for, let's say, enhancing the critical thinking moment. But the group work, it actually shows the teamwork and the way how they can interact with each other. So that's the very important role in this. Like it depends.
And I'd like to say huge thank you to all the participants, because all those ideas I saw in the chat box when you were trying to solve the problems, like imaginary problems, but all of us, we do know that we face them all the time, like talking in front of lots of parents, like talking in front of our colleagues, presenting during the webinars, and actually entering the classroom with students we don't know at all. And thank you for all your ideas, because as well, I've noted down some ideas, and now I know that I have something like a backup plan, and I can pick the idea which is the most appropriate for this situation. And I do believe that we should have that list of ideas, what we can do in this or that situation. And I like the idea of presenting ourselves, because when I participated in one coach training, the coach trainer said that we should have that presentation in 4 sentences. We should memorize it by heart. We should learn it by heart in order to present ourselves just on spot, because we have just only 3 seconds to make an impression. So thank you very much for all those ideas. Yes, we do have lots of things to think about later on, and I hope that we'll be able to see you later on again. Yes, thanks for this. Let me show you the comments. Thanks for this exceptionally inspiring and webinar. Yeah, this one. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Mustafa, for being so active today. Thank you, Swarupa, for these comments. Yeah, Nasrin, yes, thank you. Maria, thank you for being so active. I was tracking your comments. They are very inspiring. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Morocco. Thank you, guys. I saw that we had participants from Morocco, from Georgia, from Russia, from Ukraine, from Sudan. And just, I'm so sorry if I haven't mentioned someone yet. So many comments, so many countries. Thank you very much. And we have to finish this session, but please remember that very soon we're going to meet for the next webinar with a very intriguing topic, because we're going to discuss how to survive or how to pay attention to ourselves during online teaching, or let's say during this, I don't like this, actually I started to hide this word, during this COVID-19 era. So let's gather together and find the way out from this situation, how to care about ourselves, because if you remember, our love that we can spread actually to our students, to our families, to our colleagues, it should live inside our bodies. Just if you don't have it, you can't spread it. So let's gather next time and discuss that topic. Let's support each other and let's be together. And it doesn't matter which country you are from. We are all in this together. See you guys. Stay healthy and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.